What is going on, chat? How we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? This fine Sunday night, wherever you're at. See, we got a lot of the usual suspects here tonight. We got Rick G, Ace Pilot Rick Hunter, good to see you back in the chats. Chris Gaijin. What up? What up, dude? What up, Ace Pilot Rick Hunter? How we doing? Stina Fina, what is happening? Chris, everybody, anyone's excited for Cyberpunk 2077 update? No, not. First trailer we got for FF7 Part 3 will be Cloud snowboarding. That is a great guess. That is a tremendous guess. I have seen the trailer. I'm just kidding. I have not. I'm just joking. Before somebody clips that and puts it online, I have not seen it. I'm just joking. I am just joking. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I had so much fun last night. Even though a few of you messaged me and were like, dude, how tired were you? I was super tired. I'm not as tired tonight. Not as tired tonight. But I was really tired last night. But however, I had a really good time last night. That was a fun stream. Opening some cards, all that kind of stuff. So you all saw my little joke on Twitter. my magic bundle box. I'd like to thank me. Hey, awesome. I'd like to thank me for sending me this Magic Gathering bundle. The magic cards are so cool. The magic cards are so cool. I love getting into them. We're gonna get into more of them tonight. I've got 8 booster packs, and I've got this magic bundle here. I got this box. It's all sealed up. We're gonna bust that seal open and check these cards out tonight. But before we do that, I want to say quick shout out, quick thank you to someone who's been on the channel for a long time. Haven't seen them in here for a while, but Big Mike Game. I think it's Mike Game. Mike. There's a letter in there. Big Mike used to come on a lot. He came through and saw me at the Danville Comic Con this weekend, and I was like, "Whoa, that was really cool of him." So shout out to you, brother, when you watch this stream. Appreciate you coming out and saying hi and picking up Aurora. He bought all the Aurora stuff, which was super cool. Thank you so much, man. What up, Orly? How we doing? So who will be the first character shown in the first trailer for Final Fantasy VII Redemption? Who will be the first character shown? Ace Pilot Rick. Sorry, I butchered that. Ace Pilot Rick Hunter says Aerith. Chris says Cloud snowboarding. Yeah. He came by and he was what you picture a Big Mike to look like. He's a big dude. But yeah, he's this big, strong security guard type guy. You know what I mean? I was like, what is up? Brought his kid by. That was really cool. So, but yeah, like I think we're gonna see Aerith first. Probably going to be Sephiroth or somebody like that, but I think it's going to be Aerith we see first in there. There is a lot of little buzz going around about that trailer right now. I think we might see it before. I think we might see it before the game. I think we might see it at Tokyo Game Show. I think we could see it at Tokyo at TGS. And I think that's in September, I believe. So TGS could be interesting. A lot of people talking about Final Fantasy Tactics with me too. I wasn't trying to dump on Final Fantasy Tactics the other night, what they're doing with it. I'm sure whatever they're doing with it is all they can do with it. I'm sure their hands are tied, but you know, I wanted to be clear that I wasn't hating on it. What we're gonna get. I'm excited to play Tactics anytime I can play Tactics, and I'm interested to see what the new story cutscenes are, or the story beats, the new vocal dialogue, and all that kind of stuff. I guess I kind of painted myself into a spot where I was just hoping for more, so that was just on me, I guess. But anywho, all that aside, nah, I don't think we'll get a glimpse of Safer Sephiroth. That would be cool. That's what you want to see. That's what I want to see too. I want to see what Safer Sephiroth looks like. That's going to be amazing. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Speaking of Safer Sephiroth, what he's going to look like, let's open some magic cards. I'm ready to open some of these friggin' magic cards. I've been jonesing to do this all day. A Part 3 trailer after they announced the Switch date for Switch and Xbox. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good idea. I could see that, Chris. All right, let's open some magic cards, shall we? First pack. I got 8 packs here in front of me, right? So I got 8 packs in front of me. Let's see. Open this right here. Okay. I gotta drop this because that kind of gets in the way a little bit. Oh, I gotta put my glasses back on. Gotta put my glasses back on. Let's see here. Okay. Red Mage's Rapier. Now, I'm gonna forget some of these commons and uncommons that I opened last night, if I had them or not. So, Red Mage's Rapier. Boom. Cool. Put you there. Black Mage's Rod. We had that one last night. Airship Crash. I remember getting that one last night. Retrieve the Esper. We got that one last night. Fate of the Suncrest. We got that one last night. Ooh, Vane's Treachery. Final Fantasy 12. Boom. Yes, sir. That's definitely a new one. Let's see. Yeah, Syncopate. Yeah, that was the Seymour Guado. Spear of Atrophy. Unaleska, you must be my bride. Yeah, that's Seymour Guado. We had him last night. Seymour Guado. Ooh, Bart's Clouser. Oh, full Final Fantasy V action here. I love Final Fantasy V. Boom, it's one of these beautiful full art cards. That is Amano's work. Some Yoshitaka Amano work there. Amano. Alright. Swallowed by Leviathan. Whoa. Final Fantasy 2. Boom. See, Sorceress's Schemes. That is definitely Final Fantasy 8. Boom. The artwork on these is just incredible. I know I say it a lot. I know people probably get sick of hearing me say it, but it really is. Cactuar. Got Cactuar. I don't think I got one of those last night. I did get one of these Ultima Origin of Oblivion. I did get one of those last night. Let's see. Sahagin. Oh, yeah, cool. Final Fantasy. Oh, this is a Final Fantasy 14 Sahagin. Okay. It is my foil card in this set. Gongaga Reactor Town. We got that one last night. Boom. Got that one last night. And we got a bird / wizard token. Alright. Crack another one open here. Had piles of discarded stuff on my piles of discarded stuff on my table last night. Am I gonna keep any packs unopened? No. Unless I get all the cards. Unless I get all the cards you can open out of a pack. The answer is no. I think in a couple of weeks when I get some money, I'm gonna order a booster box, a whole booster box to open. And I think that I'll be done with the packs at that point. I've already got quite a few. I mean, I did 8 yesterday. Got 8 packs here. I got 9 packs in this booster box. Baby. Let's go. Alright, so Scorpion Sentinel, got him last night. Chocomog, got him last night. Item Shopkeeper, Marlboro, Bard's Bow, World Map. Hill Gigas, got him last night. Oh, I got a regular Renoa here. Boom. I had the holofoil yesterday. Queen Braun, didn't get her last night. Very cool. Final Fantasy 9. The Gold Saucer. What? This is not... I love this artwork. I just love the artwork. Garland, Knight of Cornelia. That is Final Fantasy 1 goodness, baby. What's on the back? Chaos the Endless. What? What? Look at this. Then, boom. Oh. Nice. Nice. Summon Brynhildr. That is Final Fantasy 13. I remember because I couldn't pronounce that name then either. There we go. Yep, that's my rare in this pack. Okay. Valkyrie Aerial Unit. Final Fantasy 7. Boom. And it is a foil card. Nice. I can't wait to binder all these up. I can't wait. Do you have any hopes for a re-release of Valkyrie Profile 1 and 2 in the future? I do, actually. I do. After, what was it? Valkyrie Chronicles or whatever that was? After that game, yes. I would love the PS2 Valkyrie games to be re-released. Insomnia Crown City, we got that one last night, and we have a... Oh, that's a holo, though. I'm not sure if I got the holo version of that last night. And then we've got the hero / treasure token. Alright. Cool. Cool. 2 packs down. 15 to go. Okay. Let's see. Discard that. Another Scorpion Sentinel. Another Coral, however you say that. Coral. I don't know how to say it. Call the Mountain Chocobo. We got that one. Kutrub Forayer. Did we get this one last night? Did we get this one last night? I'm not sure if we did or not. Maybe we did. Maybe we did. I could not recall. Commune with Beavers. I know we got that one. Ooh, Lunatic Pandora. I think we did get Lunatic Pandora last night. I'm pretty sure we did. We got a bunch of Final Fantasy 8 cards last night. Newfound Adventure. We got that one last night. Final Fantasy 14. I'm not a Final Fantasy 14 guy. So, Gradiatia. We got that one last night. Omega Heartless Evolution. Got that one last night. Tifa's Limit Break. Got that one last night. Sid, Timeless Artificer. Anyway, that's that one. One of the Final Fantasy VIII characters I actually like. Zell Dinkt. Boom. One of the Final Fantasy characters I actually like. And I like the way he's shown there. He kind of looks like an Organization 13 member from Kingdom Hearts before that was a thing, right? Like you can totally tell that Tetsuya Nomura designed that guy. Black Mage's Rod, holographic, nice. And ooh, Imperial Capital Vector, Final Fantasy 6. And ooh, nice. I'm saving my the token and art cards. I'm saving them for last, like, and keeping them on the back. So, because those are the ones I really enjoyed last night. So I want to make sure I keep those in the back. Got a cool one. Got a Mog. All right, cool. All right. All right, that's 3. Let's see, which one do I want to open? Oh, I gotta open them all, right? It's not gonna matter. Alright, cool. Throw you over there. Let's see. Commune with beavers, got it. Ice flan, got it. Chocomog, got it. Item shopkeeper, Marlboro, adventures. Whoa! One of the best characters in Final Fantasy 15. Arden Zunia. Full art card. Hell yeah. Legendary creature, Demon Rogue, Death Touch, Boast. Target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles and puts that card on top. That's a really cool looking card. Okay. Sorceress's Schemes. I think we just got this one, didn't we? Did we just get that one? I think we did, yeah. Cactuar, I know we just got that one. Garnet, Princess of Alexandria. Hey, we got some Final Fantasy 9 love happening here. Pretty sure I don't have this card. Nice. Excelente. Side quest card collection, got it. The Lunar Whale, got that one. That's my rare in this pack. And that's not the... that is not the holo version. I got the holo version last night. But we did get Hectai's holo. Boom. And we have Guadosalam Farplane Getaway from Final Fantasy X as our land card. Boom. And our art card, we got an art card here. And it is once again Dion. So I've got two Dions now. Neon Dion. I got two of them now. Alright. Sweet. This bundle box is calling my name right now. Legend of Legaia does definitely deserves a port. So does Arc the Lad. I would love to see an Arc the Lad remaster, like the first three. Another one, Alundra. Alundra needs a remaster. Alundra absolutely needs a remaster. Alright. No, I almost accidentally saw a card. Okay. Let's see. We've got Dreams of Laguna. Alright, Laguna. Another great Final Fantasy VIII character. We've got Magitech Infantry Final Fantasy 15. There we go. Warrior's Sword. Cornered by Black Mages. Goobu Gardener. Magic Pot. Oh, you know what? Magic Pot's kind of cool looking. Really like that. Boom. Grand Pulse Ochu. Well, Grand Pulse, that's Final Fantasy 13. But we will take a look at the artwork. Lock! Oh, we got Lock Cole! Hell yeah. Alright. He's not rare, though. Let's see. I guess he wouldn't be. Human Rogue. Nice, nice. Any kind of Final Fantasy 6 love, I'll take it. Boom. I love, that's a great render of him, too. That's a great look. Oh, boy. Barrett Wallace. Legendary creature. Human Rebel. This is cool. Look at my boy Barrett. Look at my boy Barrett right here. The boy Barrett. Summon Anima. Okay. Another Seymour Guado. Seymour Guado's summon. The Emperor of Palamecia. Final Fantasy 2. Cool. The Lord Master. Oh, on the back. I always keep forgetting to look. The Lord Master of Hell. Wow. Nice. Ultima. That is my rare. Ultima is the rare. Okay, how rare are we talking here? Destroy all artifacts and creatures. Holy shit. End the turn. Exile all spells and abilities from the stack, including this card. The player whose turn it is discards down to their maximum hand size. This is a crazy card. Damage wears off and this turn, and until end of turn effects end. Such devastation. This was not my intention. Gaius von Belsa. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy 14. Okay. And again, I don't know 14. Ooh, I got a hollow gold saucer. Hollow gold saucer. There we go. Forest from Final Fantasy 3 and the Chocobo / Wizard token card once again. Okay. Down to 3 packs. This is being tough. Just rip it open. There we go. Toss that over there. Oh, dropped one. Dropped one. Dropped one. Oh, it wasn't an important one. Good. Was not an important one. Okay. Got some trash piling up here. Trash is really... That was the thing last night too. Like, my trash was piling up over here. I was like, oh, I was having a hard time finding which ones I'd opened and which ones I hadn't. Alright, so Galacat, I know we got that one last night. Guardian Force of Free, Harriman, Balam T-Rex, T-Rexor. Sure, Final Fantasy. T-Rexor, sure. Dragoon's Wyvern. We got that one last night. Final Fantasy 11. Instant Ramen. Magic Pot. We just saw that one. What? Diamond Weapon. Word. Word. This is cool. I love this artwork. Perhaps a little tease of what to expect. Perhaps a little tease of what to expect. Phoenix down. Boom. Phoenix down. Exile this artifact. Choose one. Return target creature card with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tab. That's cool. Exile target. Oh, see, they know Final Fantasy. They know Final Fantasy. Exile target skeleton, spirit, or zombie with your Phoenix down. You can use this to attack any skeleton, spirit, or zombie. Exiled. That's cool. Realms Sketching, we got that one. Fang, okay, so this is Final Fantasy. Wait a minute, is that Final Fantasy 13? Okay, Fang, Fearless Ulci, I don't know how to say that. Okay, so there's Fang. Whoa. What? This is one of those cards. Look at the back of it. Look at the back of this card. It makes like a big card. Really? Beast Avatar. But who is it for? Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Haste. When Ragnarok dies, destroy target permanent and return target line legendary permanent. So, okay. Wow. I want to know what the other half of that is. All these cool little things in this. So I'm wondering if card number 100... Wait. No, that would have to be card 98. It would be that half of that. Anyway. I didn't even look at my next card. Oh my god. My rare... Yeah, for those of us who remember and love this game, Fran and Balthier, hell yes. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta fix this. Here, hang on a second. This is bugging me. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's better. Reach. Vehicles you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance and reach. Whenever a vehicle crewed by Balthier and Fran this turn attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, you may pay a bunch of stuff. If you do after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Okay. I got Ambrosia Whiteheart foil. Another Trino Dark City from 9. Another bird / wizard token. Alright. These are fun. I know, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yoshida's artwork is amazing. I can't wait to see what kind of new artwork is broken out on, like, for Tactics. I want to see. I gotta see. I gotta see. Alright, let's see. Oop, sorry for bumping the mic there. Galacat again. Ooh, I got another suplex. That card is so cool. I gotta show it whenever I see it. That's such a great card. I love that shot. I just love that shot. I think it's fantastic. Namazu Trader, Prisha's Wanderings. I got that one last night. Kurin Merchant, however the hell you say that word. Let's see. That's a Final Fantasy XI card. Okay, so show you the artwork. Pretty cool. I think I might start binding these up a little bit tonight too. Slash of Light. From the Warrior of Light. Let's see. Leporit Scout. That is Final Fantasy 14 shenanigans. I don't know what that is. There we go. Because I don't play 14. I've seen that online. I just don't have any reference for it. Baron Rivalry. Final Fantasy 4 Love. This is another... Airi Yoshioka. So I feel like this is them tapping into Yoshitaka Amano's art style. That's a beautiful card. It's a very, very beautiful card. Like that. Magitech Armor. It's the Final Fantasy VI version. Cool. Boom. Random Encounter. I like that. Random Encounter. Valkyrie Assault Unit. We got that one last night. Oh, whoa. This is a rare Tifa Lockhart. I feel like this is not the same one I got last night. Trample, Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double Tifa Lockhart's power until end of turn. Oh my god. Boom. That's cool. Oh, wow. I got the Garland. I got the holofoil, the double-sided. That's pretty cool. I like that. And Baron Airship Kingdom from Final Fantasy IV. Boom. Alright. And another Wizard Bird combo. One more pack before we bust the box open. Alright. Let's Dwarven Castle Guard. As a reference to Final Fantasy IV. Boom. Thunder Magic, Final Fantasy 13. Okay. Alright. There we go. Oh! Resentful Revelation. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. It's Sephiroth reading about his lineage. That's a great card. He's just ripping the pages and throwing them. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. Blitzball Shot. Hey, we got a little Waka Love here. Little Waka Love here. Nice. Combat Tutorial. Okay. We've got Titus and Lulu on this card. Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here, Lulu. I remember that line from the game. There we go. Crossroads Village, we've seen that. Adventurer's Airship, we've seen that. Coliseum Bahamut, we've seen that. Glot, King of the Dwarves. Have we seen this one? They're kind of starting to run together a little bit now. I'm not sure if we've seen this one or not. So, Final Fantasy IV. Boom. Nice. Let's see. Poison the Waters. I think we've seen this one. I'm not sure though. It's a Final Fantasy VI card. Okay. Right there. It is cool. I like how it looks like you're like. I can't tell if it's under the water looking up or if it's a reflection on the water. I can't tell. You be the judge. You be the judge. Coral Sword. Final Fantasy V. Cool. Bam. Raubon, Bull of Alamigo. Yeah, it sounds like Final Fantasy XIV stuff. I have no idea. No clue who that is, what it do. Alright. Oh, I love Golden Sun, man. That was one of the few Game Boy games I played. I played it, my friend had it, and I was like, I really want to play it. Did the music kick in right with the Tifa card? I wasn't paying attention to the music at that point. Okay, that's cool. The Lunar Whale, Hollow, and Vector Imperial Capital. I had the Lunar Whale Hollow last night, but I have a Hollow of that one now. That's cool. And, oh, is this Kimahri? It is! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a killer card. Look at this full art. This is the art card of Kimahri. Good god. That is incredible. This is like the Kimahri art now. This is like the definitive piece of art for Kimahri now. Wow, that is awesome. Okay. Alright, so that was the 8 packs. Okay, there's the 8 packs right there. Whew. Let my eyes rest for a second. We're going to rip this bundle open. Yeah, they get it. Like, they totally get, you know, what they're doing with this set. It's really cool. Okay, so here we go. Got some loose stuff in there. Time to rip this bad boy open. Rip it open from the lightning side. Alright. Oh my god! Oh my god! What was the robot chicken skit where Sephiroth and Cloud worked at a burger joint? It's like, pay attacks with unpaid time off or unpaid leave. He walks in. He's the burger joint manager, and Sephiroth's like, his music hits, is like, oh my god, oh my god. Cloud attacks with spit and burger. Alright. Is there anything? Oh, what is this in here? Just keep giving me artwork, man. I'm saying, just keep, oh, it's folded. Mine had this weird fold on it. Oh, what? It was jammed in there. It's got a weird fold in it. Look at that. That's crap. Oh well. No big. Mine's just unique. That's all. Alright, so we got Sephiroth on one side. We got Lightning on the other. Just what are they trying to say here? Theories are now open. What are they trying to say? Lightning confirmed for Final Fantasy VII Redemption. Lightning versus Sephiroth confirmed. Beautiful box. Look at this box here. Look at this. Just a beautiful, beautiful box. And I do like Lightning. I do like Lightning. I love the character of Lightning. I just don't like Final Fantasy XIII very much, just for design choices. But I love Lightning. I think she's wonderful. Alrighty then. So here's what the box looks like. You open it up. Pretty standard card game kind of stuff. You've got a lot of packs. We got some weird stuff here. But anyway, okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this off. So we got these little, I don't know what these are. Somebody tell me what these are. These little tear out things. What's the purpose of those? Oh, you know what? They're the dividers. That's right. Okay, that's what those are. They're dividers. All right, so I got a 20-sided die here. Okay. All right. I'll play Magic, so I'll never use it. But cool. Thank you. Thank you to me for sending this to me. I appreciate it, me. Thank you, me. Thank you. Be prepared to watch me stream in the dark after buying all these. No, I can't let it get to that point. I do have a family. I'll probably have to cool it after these. Probably have to cool it, but because it would be me would be allowed to turn lights on and touch it. Yeah, I mean it's great. They're great. I mean I love it. But I probably will have to cool it after these. So okay, so I think this mass of cards here, I think these are tokens and land cards. Let's see. If I had to guess, let's rip these open. Plains, islands, swamp. Alright, glasses back on. Glasses, activate. Okay, yeah, these are all like lands. Okay. And rules. Rules, of course. Rules are good. We need rules so we know. Just so we know. Alright. So then, with this one open, this I'm assuming is probably... Oh, whoa. No, these... What? What are these? Let's see. Oh, this is a pack of like foil cards. Okay, so I got a foil Gladiolus right there. And I got a foil Stiltskin Moogle Merchant right there. So foil Gladiolus and a foil Stiltskin, so... And a bunch of foil lands. So that was a foil pack there. What's up, Zach? How's it going, bro? Let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of Magic cards here. Now, let's see. What is this supposed to come with? Let's see. 2 reference cards. Extended Art Legend, foil card. Okay, so that was what those were. Extended Art, traditional foil, Extended Art Legends. Okay, that's what that was. So main characters, got it. Got it. Okay, cool. So we'll set them there. It's about to get much messier here. About to get mucho messier. Alright, here we go. Just be RE3, Journey continues. Code Veronica next. Yeah, Code Veronica. All the way. Let's see here. Oh. There's an art card in the back. There's an art card in the back. Alright. So what have we got? Blitzball Shot. Got that one. Combat Tutorial. Paladin's Arm. Got that. Sabo Tender, okay. Final Fantasy 11. I don't know what that is. Here, it's getting closer here. All right, not that close. Not that close. Not that close, camera. Okay. So that Undercity Dire Rat. Final Fantasy 12. Oh yeah, I remember fighting the rats. Yep. There you go. Cool. I think I just messed. Here. About right there. That's good. Blitzball, we got that one, I know. Adventures in, we got the... Ooh, Astral Titan. This is my rare. Wow, this is cool looking. Okay, so here you go. Astral Titan, full art. Boom. Nice. Coliseum Behemoth. Yacht. Poison Waters. What? Cool! Furion, Wild Rose Warrior, Final Fantasy 2. Yes. God, Amon, like these takes on Amano's artwork are just beautiful. Beautiful, because every one of these games up to 6, even parts of 7, it's all like takes on Amano's style. I love it. Adventures in foil, got planes. Now let's see. We've got a chocobo eating some Geishel greens as one of our arts. Yep. Andrea Montalto. Alright. Pack 1 of this booster box in the books. In the books. Yeah, the collector's limited insert. Yeah, mine was bent. Thanks, Magic. Okay, so there's a token on the back. We're good. We got Sabo Tender again. Cornered by Black Mages. Commune with Beavers. Ice Flan. Curl. However you say that thing's Crossroads Village. Monk's Fist, we've got that. Gladiolus, got another Gladiolus here. Chocobo Racetrack, we got that. Battle Menu. Don't have this one. Final Fantasy VI Group Shot. I'll take that. I'll take that. Very cool. Let's see. Shambling Sieth. 13. Boom. Right there's the art. Esper Origins. Yeah, I feel like I keep getting further and further away from the microphone for some reason. I apologize. I don't know what's going on there. Alright. Esper Origins Final Fantasy VI card. Interesting art. Summon Esper Maidun. Cool. And that is a rare. I got a Hollow World map. Final Fantasy 1. I got the Windhurst Federation Center from Final Fantasy 11. Hollow. I actually remember this location of Final Fantasy 11, believe it or not. This was like a major hub in Final Fantasy 11 right here. I do remember this part because you got a lot of, I think you got a lot of quests out of this area, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. 2 packs down. 2 pack down. Alright. These packs are harder to open out of this box. Chocobo Kick. Chocobo Kick. Final Fantasy 4. Chocobo Kick. There we go. Put you there. Dreams of Laguna. We got that one. Magitech Infantry. Warrior's Sword. Cornered by Mages. Syncopate. Vincent's Limit Break. Coral Sword. We got that one. Swallowed by Leviathan. We got that one. Oh, yes. Judge Magister Gabranth. Final Fantasy 12 all day, baby. Bosch versus Gabranth. Let's go. One of my favorite parts of that whole game. Fang, Fearless LC. Okay, again. LC, that's how you say it, the LC. Okay, the LC, okay. The Darkness Crystal. Final Fantasy 3. Legendary Artifact. Boom. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, wait. No, it's just that again. Okay. I thought we got the second half of it. It's still the bottom half from before. The Prisma Vista from Final Fantasy IX. Very cool. And it is holographic version. Nice. Okay. Sherland, Nation of Scotland. Yeah, we got that one last night for our land. Another hero slash... Oh, Robot Warrior. So, hero robot token. Alright. Another. Yeah, they know who sells. They know the franchise. They know who the franchise is. They know who the franchise is. The franchise. Alright. Call the Mountain Chocobo. We have Kutrub Fourier, Goobaboo Gardener, Scorpion Sentinel, Summon Chocomog, Grand Pulse, Ochu, Instant Ramen, Galoose Final Act, Final Fantasy V. Very cool. Very cool piece. And this is like... This was the... Okay, so this is the battle with X-Death. Yes, yes, yes. I want to play 5 again very soon. The battle on the big bridge is one of my favorite. When, like, you're fighting Gilgamesh on the bridge, it's one of my favorite boss fights ever. Ilmeg Pixie, Final Fantasy XIV. Again, folks, Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know what that stuff is, but there's that one. Capital City. Oh, Final Fantasy 16. Alright, yep. I was going to say, it looked like Final Fantasy 16, but I wasn't sure. I had to look at the bottom. Side quest card collection. Summon Leviathan is my rare. That is my rare. Boom. Ooh, I got the Lionheart as my artifact. And it's my holofoil. Boom. That's very cool looking. Even if it's on a not cool character. Alright, cool. So, mountain is my land. When addiction strikes. When addiction strikes. Gooboo Gardener, we know you. Scorpion Sentinel, Curul, Call the Mountain Chocobo, the Fourier, Iron Giant, got him last night, World Map, Delivery Moogle, okay. Delivery Moogle. Oh, cool. This is... I didn't know they made a card of this. Opera Love Song. Final Fantasy VI. I did not know that was going to be a card in this set. That is cool. Love it. Pew Pew UFO. Pew Pew. Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, that's right. There was some weird, like... There was some weird shit in Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah. Garland again. Yeah, oh, I got a mythic rare. I've got Go-Go, Master of Mimicry from Final Fantasy VI. Let's go. Let's go mythic rare. Cool. What do I do there? Sage's Newliths. That's got to be, I was going to say, it's got to be Final Fantasy XIV because I have no idea what that is. That is a hollow artifact. And Baron Airship Kingdom, we saw that one. And I've got, that one is my art card again. What number is that? Number 3. The Moogle Merchant. Okay. Got 4 left. 4 cards left. We're gonna get any of these big cards. Gonna get any of these big cards. I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. Alright, so Item Shopkeeper, Marlborough, Bard's Bow, Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, You're Not Alone, Sahagan. Okay, here we go. Let's look. White Mage's Staff, Final Fantasy 1. I like it. I like that. It's like it's got some ethereal business going on there. It's like a Stevie Nicks or Enya music video or something, you know. God, fuck, man. I keep getting this card. Newfound Adventure. I get it. Nobody wants this card, so you put a bunch of them in here. Oh. The Crystal's Chosen. Uncommon. But that's still very cool. Is this? That almost felt like Crystal Chronicles. I thought this was only mainline stuff. Okay. Oh, I got Freya. Nice. Little Final Fantasy 9 love. There we go. Summon Fenrir. And we got him. I'll show him again. Boom. Got him last night. Summon Titan. Final Fantasy 15. This is my rare in this set. Boom. The summon cards look weird. I almost wish they were like full art cards. So let's see. Red Mage's Rapier. I think I've got this one, but I'll show it anyways. It's a holofoil. It's cool looking. Vector Imperial City, got another one of those. Oh, what is this? No way. This card looks amazing. I got Edgar. This is, and look at this. It's got this gold signature. That's what I kept looking at. I kept like feeling it. I was like, it's got this gold signature on it. What is up with that? Wow. And this is number 27 of 53, so this is the middle card of the art set. This is the very middlemost card. I'm keeping that one out. It's got like a metallic signature on it, like a gold signature. That is awesome. I like that. That is awesome. I like that. I like that. That's probably my favorite card I've pulled so far tonight. Probably my favorite card. Okay. Alright, Commune with Beavers, Ice Flan, Summon Chocomog, Item Keeper, Marlborough Hill Gigas. Oh, whoa! I got a rare. Not just any rare. Got the Warrior of Light full art card. Yoshitaka Amano's full art Warrior of Light card. This is killer. My new favorite pull of the night, right there. Black Waltz number 3. Oh, this is Final Fantasy 9 all over it. Boom. That is killer artwork. I love the art on that one. Prisma Vista, we got that one. Evil Reawakened. Galoof, it's good to see you again. Final Fantasy 5, baby. Loving it. Side quest, hunt the mark. This has got to be Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, it is. Okay, Final Fantasy 12. Side quest, hunt the mark. And on the back, use the mats. Ultimate mark. Cool stuff. I think I got that one last night, but still very cool looking. Okay, I got a couple of rares in this. I got like 3 rares in this pack. I got 3 rares in this pack. I got Zell again. Zell. Choco, Seeker of Paradise. Hollow Rare. Wow. And the Final Fantasy X Island looks good too. It's a hollow version. Alright, and a hero / horror. Ooh, horror. Oh, that's cool artwork. That's cool token artwork. Wow. 2 packs left. 2 packs left. Oh. We have an art card on the back. We have an art card. I didn't read it. Light of Judgment, Sephiroth's Intervention, Gigantode, Rook Turret, Aerith Rescue Mission, Blazing Bomb, seen all that, Magic Pot, Summon Shiva. We got Summon Shiva. There we go. Oh, Zaz's Chocobo. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. From Final Fantasy 13, of course. Ash, Princess of Damaska. We got that one last night. Summon Chocomog. This one looks different. This looks different. That one definitely looks different. Okay. Noctis, Prince of Lucis is my rare in this one. Summon GF Ifrit. We've got that one, but now we have the holographic version of it. Swamp and Grahatia, the Scion Reborn. Don't know who the fuck this is. If it's Final Fantasy 14 stuff, I just don't know who it is, man. Last pack, come on, let's go. Alright, last pack. Here we go. Last pack of the night. Of the night. Of the night. Oh, boo. It's a token card in the back. Alright. Let's see what we got. Bard's Bow, Rook Turret, Aerith Rescue Mission, Light of Judgment, Sephiroth's Intervention, Monk's Fist, Grand Pulse Ochu, Rinoa Heartily, Queen Braun, the Gold Saucer, Side Quest Catch a Fish. That I haven't seen that one yet. And then Cooking Campsite on the other side. Makes sense. Makes sense. And Sarah Farron is my rare card in this one. Final Fantasy 13, of course. Oh, there's something on the back. Crystallized Sarah. Oh. Okay. There we go. Interesting. Interesting. Summon Anima. Seymour Guado. Okay, so we've got a hollow foil version of that card now. And then Guado Salam is my land card, then a Chocobo Wizard, and that is it for the night, kiddos. Meh. I didn't get any of the cards I'm really searching for out of that. I doubt I'm going to, because Like, I really wanted those cool Sephiroth cards and stuff, but I think you can only get that if you get the $1,000 Gucci box, you know? And I am just not getting that. My wife would leave me if I bought that. So, she wouldn't, but she'd be really mad at me. She'd be really mad at me. So anyway, that was the cards for the night. Cool stuff. I'm really enjoying all the different pieces of art and stuff on these cards is just fantastic. Like it's really fun to look at them. Yeah, I mean the artwork is incredible. This one, this Warrior of Light right here, I absolutely love this card. It's great. I like it. Cool. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. We'll do some chatting. And I'll be going to bed because I gotta get up at 7 in the morning. So anyway, we will be back in just a moment. So lock it in. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, all the stuff with the cards is super dope, man. Like, I think this is it's a cool thing for Magic, because I've talked to a lot of people, like, just in passing day to day, who they know I've got a YouTube channel. You know, they know I'm into this kind of stuff. You know, and we've been talking about the cards and, you know, what their opinion is of them, what my opinion is of them, and it's actually got a lot of people interested in playing Magic. Now, I'm not one of them. I'm not going to play them. These are going straight to the binder and then collected on the shelf, and that'll be that. But a lot of people I've talked to, they are like really interested in learning how to play the game now, because the cards are coming out. And there's a lot of Magic players who are like, oh, some of this stuff sounds pretty cool. Who is this? What is this? You know, who's this character? What's this story? What's this referencing? I've had a lot of Magic players ask me that. I'm like, oh, let me tell you, you know, this is this. And a lot of them that aren't like big, they've played a Final Fantasy, but they're not like big into the lore or whatever. So it's kind of helping both parties, you know, Magic and, excuse me, I'm sorry, Magic and Square, or Final Fantasy rather. But we'll shift gears for a little bit, or for a minute, and talk about what we're going to be doing this week. As far as like what we're going to be streaming this coming week, what we're going to be talking about. I've been kind of paying close attention to some news stories as far as like gaming news and stuff like that, and probably going to be giving my opinions on some things that are going down. CD Projekt Red's doing some interesting stuff, but you know, Square Enix is always into something, Capcom's always doing something. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about like gaming news this week, not reporting stuff, but just giving my opinions kind of on what's going on, kind of reading the tea leaves, kind of where the industry is going, some things that we might be needing to pay attention to. Capcom's got some stuff coming up that, you know, I think we might see more than what we think we could see as far as like Resident Evil 9 and stuff like that goes. One thing that I'm really encouraged by with kind of some things that the people in the industry are doing right now is it seems like they're trying to get a finger on the pulse of the fan base again. Now, not every company, of course, but many companies look at the cool way that Capcom went out of their way to surprise us at Summer Games Fest with the big announcement, and how they kind of joked about, you know, in the blink of an eye, you know, we'll have something to show you, or whatever it was he said. I feel like they get it again. You know, I don't know what happened in the gaming industry where they lost sight of kind of what fans love, what fans really crave is excitement and hype and the stories that we love. You know, all of those things are kind of what make the game industry exciting. It's not just the games. It's the excitement and the promise of the adventure that we're going to go on until release date. You know, we're gamers. We love adventure, right? We love adventuring. We love our favorite stories and stuff. And I really love when our favorite companies, our favorite creators, our favorite developers, stuff like that, when they get that. They know that we love a surprise. We love to be surprised. We love like a good prank. All these little things. I feel like developers are starting to understand this again. And dare I say, they're trying to have fun again. It feels like the game industry is really trying to make video games fun again. And you can have a really dark game like Resident Evil, or even Bloodborne, or the Souls games, or whatever, or lighthearted stuff like most of what Nintendo does, you know. but it could and should all be fun, you know, as far as like, you know, the surprises and when we're going to see this, when we're going to see that. I feel like they're working hard to give us more to be excited about, to give us things to look forward to. You can delay things, you can delay stuff, but give us something to look forward to, you know, something. And I'm just kind of rambling a little bit. I'm also kind of talking from the heart. I feel like a lot of times when there are delays or when there's negative news, or they can be construed as negative, I try to read the whole landscape before I kind of like make a decision. I try to think about what's going on with the statement, what's going on behind the statement, what's going on internally that will make them say something a certain way, you know, marketing background stuff, you know. And as long as they come out and say, hey, you know, please be looking forward to this. This is coming. This is going on. What I'm saying is, I feel like Capcom has really gotten good at that. They've got their timing for releases down. They've got their production cycles down. They've got their releases down. And every now and then they'll experience a delay, but they get ahead of it. You know, if you've got things going on like that in this industry, in this business, and if you can get ahead of it and be fan first, be consumer first, I think a lot of these companies will start to understand that again. This is a consumer-driven industry. You have to be consumer first. For a while, I feel like starting around 2011, 2012, up until about a couple of years ago, I think everybody was just so hung up on making investors happy, making the boardroom happy. And what happened was a lot of things fell flat. Not because they were trying to be safe, but because they were trying to serve the boardroom and not serve the consumer. And it shot them in the foot. They shot themselves in the foot repeatedly. They had like a automatic, just shooting in the foot repeatedly. It's right in the feet all the time, you know. I think the industry has gotten wise. And I really think not Capcom led the way, but a lot of these independent studios popping up out of here, out of there. And then companies like Capcom were like, hey, there's something going on. People would rather open their own studios and do their stuff than to work for like companies like us. Where are we losing the vision here? Where has the vision gotten lost here? What master are we serving right now? It's all about serving the consumer, which is the fan base, the fans. Also, we love to have a good time. And I can really see that they're starting to get that. So I'm really excited to dive into looking at some of these things that are coming out. I have a background in marketing. A lot of you all know that. A background in marketing and advertising. I did design and marketing and advertising work for 15 years. I worked with some of the biggest brands in the nation, in the world, here and there, freelance or on the payroll or whatever. And I kind of got to look behind the curtain at how things work in advertising and even in production in some industries. But I feel like when releases come out and stuff like that, I kind of know what they're saying. And a lot of times when I say, oh well, if I were a betting man, I would say, you know, that announcement means we're going to get something on this date or around this time, around this season or whatever. You know, that's how I know those things, because it's all marketing. I've told you all before, it's all advertising, it's all marketing. No one's really putting anything out right now as far as Final Fantasy VII stuff goes. So that's why I'm like, I don't really know we're going to see something. My best guess would be TGS or Game Awards, but they could do it at any time. Now, when they drop that first trailer, that's going to give us a pretty good indicator of when other things are going to be coming. what Capcom's doing right now with Resident Evil is, I think they're about to do something new. We know when the game's coming out. Like, we know when the game is coming out. The fact that we're going to be getting releases like once every 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even less, more periodic than that, tells me that this game is going to be huge. Like, not like, oh, it's going to make a lot of money and everybody's going to love it. I don't mean huge like that. I mean like the game itself. I think this could be bigger than Resident Evil 4 as far as like the scale and the scope of it. Or was Resident Evil 6 bigger? I think you could do a Resident Evil bigger than 6, but it's got to be cohesive. It's got to be coherent. It can't be off the rails. And I think they learned their lesson with that. But here's the challenge. Can you maintain the horror for 25 to 30 hours? That's the thing. That's why Resident Evil games aren't long. You know, you can speedrun a Resident Evil game in 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Average speedrunner, not like pro speedrunner. I mean, like, if me, Joe Schmo, were to try to speedrun a Resident Evil game, probably do it in about 4 or 5 hours, right? I can do Resident Evil 2 in about 2.5 hours, something like that. Resident Evil 6, yeah, I thought they had the longest playtime. What was Resident Evil 6, like 22, 23 hours, something like that? Like in the mid-20s? But I think with these periodic to semi-periodic releases for information on Resident Evil 9, I think we're going to have a massive game. And I think right now, as far as anticipation goes, for me personally, I can't speak for the whole industry, but for me personally, anticipation-wise, my two most anticipated games right now are Resident Evil 9 and Final Fantasy VII Redemption. And I know I keep saying that because I know it just gets under people's skin. It's like, this motherfucker, he's just acting like he knows what's going to be called. I'm just saying it. As soon as the proper name comes out, I'll call it the proper name. But no one said anything to me, but I know there's people out there that's like, this motherfucker, he just keeps calling it Redemption. It's not the one I want it to be. Why does he say that? I like to have a good joke every now and then. I like to rub people a certain way sometimes. Make sure you're awake. Just make sure you're awake. Those ears perk up when I say that. It's like, oh, this guy, he's so weird. The arrogance, you know. I think that was a line someone used in one of my comments. Like when I was trying to get that Cetra story off the ground for the animation, the original plan for it, and this dude kept going off in my comments, kept going off. He's like, but he thinks he could tell a Square story better than Square, and everybody's like, well, no, that's not what he's saying. He's just doing it because nobody's doing it. And I even came out and said, no, I don't think I can tell their story better than them. They're just not telling it, so I'm just going to tell it. If they don't want me to, they'll give me a C&D order, which I can't talk about it, but there's a reason I can't make that anyway. But then this person commented, just one comment, the arrogance. And I pictured this person shaking their fist when they were saying it. And I read the comment and I just laughed. It's still on my channel somewhere. I don't know what video it was on, but I just pictured the guy, this vein coming out of his head and just shaking his fist, the arrogance, and like speed lines behind him, you know. And I'm like, chill, bro. Just chill. Come on. You're good. You're better than that. Be better. Be better, man. Hey, be better. Be better. But yeah. So anyway, I got off topic there a little bit. Yeah, so Final Fantasy Redemption, I'm most looking forward to that. I really feel like both of those games are going to be massive. I don't think we're ready for how big Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga Part 3 Redemption is going to be. I really don't think people are prepared for how big that game is going to be. not only will you be able to go through the entire world, not only do I think they will fix some of the repetition of Rebirth with it, and I guess we're getting into Final Fantasy VII FF7R Part 3 stuff here, but I feel like they're going to fix some of the repetitive nature of get to an area, get the towers, do the things, move on to the whole locust approach, consume everything in this area, move on to the next area. No more locust gaming. I think they're going to, if it were me, in my opinion, I would want to have a lot of things that I can't get that yet, I'll have to come back later. Or I can't get this thing yet, I'll have to come back later. Now I'm not talking like Mega Man, Metroidvania kind of stuff. But like have to be a certain level to go into this cave to get this thing. Or you have to find an item. Yeah, make it a little Metroidvania-esque. You have to find a certain key item to get into a certain area to go here and unlock this thing and go to 100% complete this area. Make us have to backtrack a little bit, but also put some story stuff in there. I think they could do that. I don't think that's outside the realm. I think they could do that. How cool would it be, like, if you, like, the first area you're in of the game, let's say it's like Icicle Inn, like around that area. It's not gonna be the first area, but the snowy areas and stuff. And there's like a cave that there's a chained up door in a cave you just can't get to, and there's a certain glyph on the lock. You have to find the key that's got that glyph, and you don't find it till like 20 hours into the game, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta go back and do this thing, and it unlocks this whole dungeon with a secret boss with a cool weapon or a cool materia or something like that, or it's just a cool boss fight. I mean, how cool would that be? I would love to see them do something like that. And just taking that idea and using it throughout the game for different areas and different subquests, and who knows, maybe you free a character from a place and then that character is a quest giver later. Endless possibilities. I hope they explore all these possibilities, because even without all of that stuff, the world is going to be massive. Wutai is going to be huge-mongous. It's going to be huge-mongous. We still got to go to Medill. We still got to go to the whole northern area of the map. We still got the Knights of the Round Island to find. Whether or not we're going to be doing chocobo stuff, chocobo breeding or gold chocobos, remains to be seen. But I think it would be a real crime if they didn't have a mission dedicated to teaching you how to raise a gold chocobo. I think that would be a miss. So hopefully that is included. I really want some banter and just talking when you are traveling with the party. It's simple, but I like. Yeah. I think we'll definitely get that. That was one of the things Rebirth I thought did really well. Matter of fact, I wanted more. I feel like they put a lot in there, Zach, but I wanted even more. Like, I wanted more of that, because I can just sit and listen to the characters banter and just small talk for a while. And I really feel like characters like Vincent are going to benefit from that, because earlier on people are going to be goading him, trying to get him to talk about stuff. And as the game progresses, he loosens up a little bit after certain story points, of course, story like trigger moments in the game. But as you progress, he loosens up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Now, he's never going to tell like his childhood story or anything like that, but I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, Darth Magus, the Northern Crater. I'm really excited about the Northern Crater, because my brain keeps thinking about all these possibilities you could do with the Northern Crater. Like, you could have fossils, you could have, stuff in the walls, like creatures. You could have cave paintings all over the place in the Northern Crater. You could have, like, crazy amounts of lore just built into the walls. Like, think Temple of the Ancients. You could have cave paintings, you could have fossils, you could have, possibilities are endless. Unlocking super bosses, you know, that have been laying dormant or whatever. The possibilities are really endless. Oh, this is the Don Corneo music. I was like, what music is this Don Corneo? But yeah, so small talk, a little bit of backtracking, not in a bad way. Backtracking in a JRPG can be good, especially if you're going back for like big items, big heavy hitting items. I think that could be really good. What else? What else do we need to see in part 3? What else do we want in part 3? Oh, the submarine missions. Look, I hope they give us a lot to do on the ocean floor. Like a lot of like... So check it out. What if they did something where there is like lost freight, lost cargo on the bottom of the ocean, right? Not just the crashed Galinka, not the crashed airplane, not just that, but like freight containers and stuff that fell off of ships or whatever, and you're able to like retrieve those with the submarine, like a crane arm, or even make it like a goofy cartoon looking arm that reaches out, grabs it, and puts it in the submarine. Just make it goofy, you know. But you get enough of that thing, you know. You can find potions, high potions, ethers, mega potions, stuff like that. But every now and then you find like a weapon or a piece of armor or an accessory or some kind of badass accessory, you know, or some materia. I think that would be cool. It would be cool if there is some sort of lingering Cetra presence and we see flashes of what went down with Jenova. Yeah, see, that's the kind of lore stuff I'm talking about in the crater. I really hope they put all their cards on the table in part 3 and they show us the Cetra showdown with Jenova. I really want to see that. And with Sephiroth stuff, with Aerith being in the live stream and being able to see all this stuff that's happened in the history of the planet, I think it would be wonderful if she shared with Cloud kind of where Sephiroth has come from, you know, the steps of his journey through his life leading to where he is now. I think that would be a really cool thing to show to the viewer. Now, I'm not leaning into the Redeemed Sephiroth camp. That's not what that's about. It's just about showing the fans who aren't playing, what was it, Ever Crisis. Show the fans and put more stuff in there that's not in Ever Crisis, you know. I think that would be cool. I think we're going to see a lot of flashback stuff in this game to help tie up the different narratives. We'll see flashback stuff for Sid, of course. We know we're going to see that. I want to see some really good flashback stuff for Vincent. We got it with Barrett already. We've gotten it with Tifa already. We've gotten it with Aerith already. And we've kind of got it with Red 13, but he's young, so he doesn't really have the whole life experience thing except for losing his parents, you know. And Yuffie's young too. But we kind of got that covered with her experience with Sonnen, right? So we've kind of covered the bases of all of them. Let's get it with Cloud. Let's get it with Vincent, Sid, and see some of Sephiroth's stuff. Yeah, if Ever Crisis is important, you have to show us that stuff in part 3. You can't bank on gamers having... You can't bank on anybody. Like, that's like saying, oh, we didn't put the Battle of Pelennor Fields in Return of the King because you have to watch this TV special that we made. You'll get it in the TV special. Oh, yeah, Theoden's dead. Yeah, it wasn't in the movie. You have to watch the TV special to understand what happened there. That doesn't work. Especially when you're working with a video game. And you've got unlimited time, well, budgets aside, you know, but it's not like you have an hour each night or 2.5 hour runtime at a movie theater. You can make your game as long as you want, you know, with money restrictions and stuff like that. But Square Enix has no money restrictions on what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII Part 3. They have no money restrictions with that. Tell the story, tell the full story within the scope of the video game. Don't make people go out and buy other things and watch other things to understand. It's like I said last night with TJ Kubo, what he's doing with Bleach, what him and Studio Pierrot are doing with Bleach. You know, he had to end the manga he didn't get to end it the way he wanted to. There are the end of the Bleach anime is going to be 7 episodes of completely new content to finish the story how he wanted. My God. My God. Or not the ending, but 7 full new episodes of new content. Square can do that. They can do that with Final Fantasy VII. Give us all of it. Give us all of it. Right, Darth Magus. Oh, the Palpatine thing. Don't even get me started. It seems that Palpatine has returned. Dun dun dun. Poe Dameron was a really good character wasted on a couple of bad movies, man. I liked Poe. I did. I liked him. But yeah, so the possibilities are endless with Final Fantasy VII 3. But I hope they tell a really good story. I hope they tell the whole story. The whole story. Don't leave things out. Tie up all the characters in a nice, neat little bow and send us on our way. If it ends the way 7 ended and you can go and watch Advent Children and it plays right into it, then fine, whatever. But the immediate story, let's wrap it up. Let's get it done. Let's do it the right way. And let's not leave any stone unturned with any characters, because there's no reason. There's no reason to do that. You can tell every character's full story and be done with it. This is the chance. Let's hope they do it. I hope they're listening to all the fans. Yeah, exactly, Orly. This is it. This is it. It has to have everything. If you don't have everything in it, you have not done a good job. That's just my opinion, you know, but I feel like it's valid. If they can't tell their whole story and get the whole thing out there in 3 games and get the whole thing done by the end of the 3rd game, then they kind of failed on this project, to be honest. But I say that with full confidence that they're not going to do that. You know, I'm not being negative, but if in some weird alternate reality, you know, there's always one, like Doctor Strange, right? It's like the one reality where Square Enix didn't tell the whole story by the end of the 3rd game. Just picture Doctor Strange going. He's talking about that one spot. That one place where Square failed to stick the landing on this game. But we'll see. What if the ending takes place after Advent Children? Nah. They don't need to get nuts and smartest guy in the room about it. Just tell the story. Just tell the story. And tell the whole story. And give us a good conclusion. Not just Aerith praying and then it goes off. No. You can't do that. Tell the story. Because I feel like that's kind of why we're in this position right now. Is that ending. And if we get that ending again, it's just going to be ambiguous. I'll tell you what really hit me the other day. It hit me and made me emotional, but not like a teary-eyed way. It just put a big smile on my face. I was thinking about a lot of the work that I've still got to get done, some edits I got to do on YouTube stuff, and then ARAURA stuff that I've gotten behind on, like pages and things. I was sitting here starting to stress out, and then a piece of music came on. It was the Crisis of the Planet track, the ending of Final Fantasy VII. And then after the music subsides, when the credit scroll starts to come on, the that part of the music, I pictured the credits scrolling in my head, and I just went, like, all my stress was gone, and I was it made me feel happy. I was like, ah, that was nice. Yeah, I love that ending. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Planet's Crisis ending. Like the music, what they do with it, they're gonna go so hard on that. Yeah, and I completely agree with you, Darth Magus. I completely agree with you. Hamaguchi said that? That's a quote from Hamaguchi, the GOAT, the father, the All-Father? Hamaguchi said that? The All-Father. Yep. And, you know, I'd be fine if they just erased Advent Children as canon with the ending. Like, I'd be totally fine with them being like, yo, Sephiroth has been eradicated. All traces of Genova have been eradicated. Holy did its job. Holy bleached the floor and got the mold up. That's an analogy from my life currently in my basement. Bleached the floor. And all the little particles of Genova that were trying to grow just bleached. Wiped away. Nice. Yeah, Hamaguchi's such a good dude. I really wish he would do one more Final Fantasy. I know he won't. I wish he would do one more Final Fantasy game. What if Hamaguchi comes back to direct Final Fantasy 17? What? I'm just starting a terrible rumor. It's not true, but what if Hamaguchi comes back to direct Final Fantasy 17? What? That would be dope. That would be super dope. My God, it'd be the dopest. The dopest. No T. The dopest. Oh, Hamaguchi, yeah. Yeah, I think Hatase is older than Hamaguchi. And Hamaguchi, he's like a rocker, man. He's like a surfer dude. Like those guys live a long time. Hamaguchi's young at heart. He's young at heart. I mean, he's got it in him. He's absolutely got it in him. I just don't know if he wants to dedicate the time to it now. I think that's Hamaguchi's thing. I think he's like, I dedicated like 30 years, 25 years, whatever it was when he was a Square. Dedicate all this time to developing these games, you know, from the beginning all the way through, what was it, 10? What was Hamaguchi's last Final Fantasy? He started working on 12, if I'm not mistaken. He started working on 12. He did some other stuff, but anyway, I don't need to get into all the semantics of that tonight. But yeah, he could do it. He's got one. He's got at least one left in him. I know. Fantasia was good from what I understand, but I didn't play it. It was the bad time. I didn't have time to play it. So, but yeah, the 1v1 with Cloud is going to be the edge of creation. Cloud's finally going to beat him this time. And see, that's the other thing, Rick, is. So Rick said, I'd like to know more about what Hojo did exactly to Cloud during those 4 years and how Cloud was able to fly in the Northern Crater after he gave Sephiroth Black. Yeah, so that's stuff I want to know too. Like, I want to know that, Rick. Hamaguchi did the Okay, so Hamaguchi did the 13 trilogy. I didn't realize he did the 13 trilogy. I thought he left with 12. So it was 13 when he left. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I thought 12 was his last game. Wait, no, you're right. You're right, because 13 was originally supposed to be on PS2, and that's when Square started like tripping. That's when Square started tripping, when they were trying to develop between PS2 to PS3, and they were trying to get 13 ready for PS3, and there was all those delays and hiccups, and Hamaguchi was like, I'm out. You're right. You're right. He worked on them. Yeah, I knew he didn't direct all three of them, but okay, so yeah, you're right. It was after that experience of transitioning from the PS2 to the PS3, and he was like, I think it's a good time for me to go. I think it's a good time for me to be out. But yeah, so all that I want to know all the stuff, answer all the questions about Cloud. At least the experimentation stuff. There are parts of Cloud that will be unanswered because he is driven by his will to protect others. Cloud is a true hero in the sense that Zack was a true hero, but Cloud didn't need the S cells, the Genova cells to do it. That was the point with Cloud. Like, he was just a regular grunt soldier, never had any of the super soldier serum, never got any of the soldier treatment or anything like that. He was just a grunt, a Shinra soldier. And he was able to kill Sephiroth because of his will, because of his willpower to protect the people he cared about. Oh, I was talking about Sakaguchi, not Hamaguchi. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. No, not Hamaguchi. Sakaguchi. I did say Hamaguchi, didn't I? God, no. Sakaguchi. I am so sorry. Your boy's tired. I've been working all day. I'm trying, chat. I'm trying so hard. But yeah, Sakaguchi is who I meant. Yes. Sorry. I keep saying Hamaguchi. It's not what I meant. Sakaguchi. Thank you for correcting me, because I would have kept saying Hamaguchi. I would have kept saying Hamaguchi, so thank you for the correction. Sakaguchi. I see why some people were kind of confused. I was like, what are people talking about here? So, dude, he's still young. Yeah. Yeah, I know Hamaguchi's young. He's one of their future rock stars. So yeah, okay. So Sakaguchi left before 13. The last thing he worked on was 12. Okay. And he did leave when they were transitioning between the 2 to the 3, the PlayStation 2 to the 3. That was about the time he left. So yeah, it was before 13. Okay. Now we're back on track. This camera keeps scooting. There we go. But yeah, so yeah, sorry for the confusion. My wires are so crossed right now. I was super jealous when people got to interview Sakaguchi when and you know, I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not one of these people that get opportunities to interview people and people send stuff to. I just come out and hang out with you all. But man, and I don't get jealous about stuff. I don't. Like when people are getting free stuff and free demos and free gifts. That stuff, I'm like, they earned that. You know, those big streamers earned that. I haven't earned that. I'm a realist. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with it. But when people were interviewing Sakaguchi, I was legit jealous. Like, I was like, God damn, why can't I interview Sakaguchi? Why can't I be bigger? But no, yeah, that was the one time I was legit envious of everybody getting to interview. I was like, oh man, how cool would that be to just share some talking time, you know, with the All-Father of Final Fantasy. Like, I remember telling Soldier First Class, we had a conversation, and I was like, man, I'm legit like jealous that he was over the moon. He was like, yeah, that was so cool, man. It was like a dream come true, and I was like, well, good. Like, good for you. Good for you. But yeah, Sakaguchi's who I meant. I think Sakaguchi should direct 17. Bring Sakaguchi back to direct 17. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But that would be awesome. That would be super awesome. Ray Kaufman said Sakaguchi's gonna direct 17. No. Just messing. Just messing. Well, anyway, it's 1 in the morning and your boy is tired, and I am going to call it a night and get ready to go to bed because I gotta be up early. My kid is gonna be pushing me to get up around 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, he's making. I think he's making. Is he making another Fantasian game? I think. Anyway. All right. So tomorrow night we will come on. So this week we're gonna be getting on the regular schedule. We're gonna stream on Monday nights. We're gonna stream on Wednesday nights and Thursday nights. Gaming streams. So we'll get back to Lunar tomorrow night. We'll do some conversations. I've got some conversation things I want to talk about, but depending on what happens with gaming news and releases and things coming out tomorrow and people talking points, stuff like that could change. But we'll do some conversation stuff, and then we'll play some Lunar, and then we'll do that Monday and Wednesday and Thursday this week. Friday, well, Thursday I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream because I get off Thursday night and then I have to be up early Friday morning because I have to leave here at 7 a.m. and I got to drive to Indianapolis for the PopCon Indy. So I'll be at PopCon Indy all weekend, but I'm going to try to get my Discord set up properly the way I want it this week, and I may be able to do some Discord chats with you all this weekend if you're into it. So if you are into that, let me know, and I'll be trying to get some things working and running and up and going on the Discord this week. But anyway, that way, I mean, I guess I could stream from my phone and talk with you all from the hotel room or from the show, but we'll figure something out. Your boy figures something out. Anyway, hope y'all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking. And I will catch you all in the next live stream and or video. You all have a great night. Get some rest, take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow night.